Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today to see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a team from the American, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Commodores offense will get the first crack at it here. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
From the gun, running back on the move. Makes it past the marker. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Touchdown.
There's nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to return it. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ball. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lacey. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Lets it fly. Makes the catch. It's Ball. He'll have it up for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the big fullback. Picks up the first down. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't.
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Vandy. He got a step and just dusted the field. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. An 84-yard drive there. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And now this offense will take the field again. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. On the ground, it's Toure. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. The offense changing the play. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation third down. That was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
The gift to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Now on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the ground. Inside the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's...
There he goes! They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Finds a little space. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Lyle. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Lacey. Finds his man down the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. They run the reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got the first down and more. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's got him still on his feet, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Commodores!
That is exactly exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got him this time. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gator Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. and the Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things. In that first half, need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man, when the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm.
Breaks into the open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
To the air on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. That's caught. It's Hatcham. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught in the backfield. It's Hatcham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Motion from the wide receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Lacey. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Commodores have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Finds his man. It's Parrish. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, how about the the offense setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it's caught for the touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air, it's Lacey. The short hands, it's Ball. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break.
Underneath toaster coverage, got it deep downfield. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They just keep firing. Back's got it, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. The defense putting points on the board.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute these.
Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go right back to the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They believe they can run right here. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. Setting up the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
It's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, you take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates, turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. Now, listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone. It's ball. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Lacy. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout by the offense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He wants it all. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lacy. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. And you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.